Hey guys, SB here, Papa's Remedy Garden. As many of you know, I am a traumatic brain injury survivor. Yes. And one of the things that truly bothered me after having my brain injury in a car accident um, was my memory. Forgetting, just every single day forgetting. I forgot people's names. I forgot people's faces. I forgot where I put things. As a matter of fact, some things I still can't even find because I forgot where I put it. Probably tossed it out. You know what I'm saying? Just absent-mindedly doing things. You're not being aware of what I was doing. I forgot where we parked the car. I wasn't driving, but I was in the walking whoever I'm with. I forgot where we parked. I'm just like hoping that that they remember where we parked the car. Um, just forgetting things and having post-it notes all around the house. You know what I'm saying? Memory. Okay. So I struggled with that for years after my car accident. For years. For years. And so it scared me. It scared me so because it was foreign to me. My history is I'm a sign language interpreter for the deaf. Yes. And so I always had a very sharp mind, able to process information, take that information that's coming into me and instantly interpret it into another language for someone else. I even interpreted Spanish classes. I speak English. I learned Spanish, and I was able to hear Spanish being said and interpret that into ASL, a different language. You see what I'm saying? So I'm used to just tick, 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 able to process and understand and grasp and just think and hold information while I'm interpreting. You see what I'm saying? I'm able to hold that information. Wasn't able to do that. And so I wasn't used to this new thing since I had my brain injury. Memory problems. It's scary. So I'll tell you one. Tell you a story. So I was at physical therapy. Okay, at physical therapy, and there was two ladies there. There's a bunch of people there, but two I remember. Okay, one woman was sitting there, and she could have been in her maybe 50s, something like that. The other woman, she was older. Okay, she was getting work done, or in physical therapy like myself. So she's with her physical therapist, and she's having work done. So me, I've always been an observant child, always been observant. So I'm sitting there doing my thing, my exercises, after my car accident, and I'm looking at her, and she's sitting there, and she's just staring off. So I'm like, okay, maybe, she's here for therapy too. She wasn't even there for therapy. She wasn't there for therapy. Her friend or whoever she was with was there for therapy. And so anyway, she was sitting there and she was talking to herself. And then she's like, Mama. And she just started saying things and just really weird things. And she was just, you can tell her mind something was wrong. And so me, I asked, I'm noticing this. And I asked my therapist, I'm looking at this person. I'm like, what happened to her? Because she's not like what you would consider old age where you start just losing your mind, and what people would say that. But the therapist, I told her, I said, is she okay? She said, oh yeah, she has early onset dementia or Alzheimer's. What did she say? Alzheimer's? Alzheimer's has set in. That's what Alzheimer's has set in. That's the one thing I truly feared after my accident, because when you looking at a person's face and you can't remember them, their name, or you got the name but you can't remember the face, and you got sticky notes all over the house, you start thinking about Alzheimer's and dementia. You do. You really do. And so I never forgot that, looking at that woman in PT, physical therapy. And I said, I got to do something. I was getting my physical body back together, from all the injuries and mess that happened to me. But I was always fearful of what's going to happen with this baby here. Yeah. So I decided, I talked to my doctor and I said, I spend my days trying to remember. I go to, my therapy sessions. I know the brain takes time to heal and whatnot, but I spend my days trying to remember, from the Post-it notes to to-do list to just remembering from one room I leave out and go to the next. My entire day, I was just trying to remember what I was supposed to do. Okay? I'll give you another story. Trying to remember daily activity. So I lived in my apartment for like 9 years. Right? So 9 years. And I got used to that place. Time came that we moved. We moved into a house. And let me tell you, I was so afraid to move from where we lived because I mastered that place and knew that place. Now I had this brain injury. I was afraid to move into the new house because it was foreign to me. It's something I had to get to know. I didn't do good with new things, new learning, new surroundings. My mind panicked. I was so afraid that I was going to burn this house down. Memory. Don't take it for granted. I was so afraid I was going to burn this house down. Forget to leave the stove on. Forget to leave the oven on. I was terrified. Many days I did too. I have burnt many a pot, pan, teapot, you name it, they gone. It's gone. I did. I burnt it. I'm sorry. And I did it. And it concerned me. And I said, as time goes by, we all get older. Okay? And so I had to make sure, I said, okay, I got to stay on top of this. You know what I mean? I have to stay on top of this. So just being in this house, new surroundings, new things scared me. I'm going to burn the house down, leave out, go to my doctor's appointment, and no one is here when I leave out. I was nervous, scared of myself, scared of what I might do. Will I remember the code, the alarm code? Afraid to forget my keys and lock myself out the house or leave my phone in the house. You know how many times I was on the freeway in the transportation service to come and pick me up on my way to doctor's appointments, and I had to tell them, can you turn back around? I'm not sure if I left the stove on. Come back. I'm so glad I came home. You see what I'm saying? I had to put notes up. Remember to do this. Shut this off. Turn this on. Stand here. Notes to remind you what to do. So if I'm in the kitchen, stay at the sink. Water running, guess what? SB gone. Water is running in the sink and I'm gone. My mind did not even, it just didn't even register in my mind that I had turned the water on. Those were some scary days. Okay, so I know I'm talking to somebody out there who has experienced this or is going through it now. There is hope. There is hope. There's so many different things that you can do. And I'm going to show a couple of things. I'm going to kind of spread this out. I don't want the video to be too long on all the things that I do to help my memory. Okay, but it's important to start working on your memory now. As you get older, 40 start coming around, 50 start coming around, right? You start noticing the change in your memory. You get forgetful. First, you might think, where are my keys? I've lost my keys. I can't find my keys. You think that just happens, right? And then you started noticing other things. I forgot what I was about to say. What was I about to say? You see what I'm saying? So it starts to progress. So what happens is in your 40s and 50s, you start noticing these things and other stuff start happening in the body. But what's going on too is hormonal changes. Okay, estrogen levels start decreasing, cortisol levels start increasing. You see what I'm saying? When that estrogen start to decrease, when you start going into that menopause stage, you're going to start noticing some things happen with your memory and other things in your body. Other things that's happening in your body and your brain. Okay, so it's very important to keep those hormones balanced, to also to eat the right foods. Okay, you need to be eating the right foods, period, even before, but we're going to deal with today. We can't talk about what happened in the past. I've been eating bad all these years, such and such. Well, what you can do, you can make changes. But anyway, my story is about memory and how I am helping myself to this day. I'm just going to give you two things at this moment that I do. I take a product called Memory and Cell Regenerator. You shake it up. This is some good stuff. Made, okay, with fresh herbs, yes, it's made with fresh herbs, and this concoction, this remedy right here, this is a very good remedy. It helps with my memory. It helps to keep me calm. It gave me hope. Memory and Cell Regenerator gave me hope when I thought I'm just going to lose my mind early, like that woman I saw in physical therapy. I didn't want that. This was developed and made specifically for the memory and for the cells to regenerate themselves. Give them the nourishment that they need. I also take a vegan EPA DHA. I'm not going to go into all the name of it, but if you can find you a nice vegan EPA DHA, excellent for the brain. Omega-3s are very good for the brain. They're heavily concentrated in the brain. Yes, it is. You want to have this as part of your daily routine. EPA DHA, get you some of this. Some people go with fish oil. I'm allergic to it, so I have to go with a vegan source. Okay, so these are the two things that I take. Memory and Cell Regenerator. We're talking about some powerful herbs to help nourish the brain function of memory. Okay, dealing with the hippocampus and bringing oxygen to the brain and just nourishing it. Okay, nourishing it, because your diet is probably not that nourishing. Okay, habits are not that nourishing. You're in front of computers, you're in front of laptops, you're in front of cell phones all day, in front of that blue light toxicity that's coming up off of the computer, and it's doing some things to your brain. Okay, look up blue light toxicity and effects it have on the brain. Blue light toxicity. My doctor told me about that. Yeah. Okay, EPA, DHA combination, Memory and Cell Regenerator. You can find these EPAs, DHA stuff. You can find it on Amazon. You can find it at your local health food store. Okay, Memory and Cell Regenerator, powerful. Okay, powerful. All right, so get you some of this. Link will be in the bio, in the description below. It's a very powerful herbal tincture, and you take it every day. I am very pleased. Okay, so there you have it. Just something I like to do for myself. I'll be sharing more tips on how you can help with your memory. Okay, people? So, so remember, you got to take care of your brain, even if you haven't had a traumatic brain injury like myself. Okay? That's most important. Take care of your brain. Take care of your gut. Okay? They call it the second brain. Okay? What you put in here will impact your brain. brain-gut connection. Start researching that on your own. It's okay to research on your own. Okay, so start doing that. Get your EPA, with the DHA in it. Get you some memory and cell regenerator. You have to have this. Okay, start taking care of your body and your brain today. This is what I do. Just thought I'd share a little story about me, and I hope it's been interesting and helpful, and that you all will be inspired to continue to improving your brain health. All right, y'all. Till next time, love your body, take care of your body, and remember the answers are truly in the earth. All right, peace.